Today, our new season begins with an NFC South matchup between the New Orleans Saints and the Atlanta Falcons. Here's the former Auburn kicker Daniel Carlson to get this one started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
To the air right away is Brady. Over the middle, he gets it to Gibson.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be second and a couple. In motion left comes Brown.
At the 30-yard line.
Looking to throw again on second down. Brady. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Throwing is Brady on third down. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Now a 1,000-yard rusher a season ago, Antonio Gibson with it. And he's across the 45. It'll be second down.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Brady going to throw. And this is incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Brady. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 32-yard line. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. How many times we see it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they? They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down. And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Brady to throw again. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. They'll send Brown in motion right. Here's Brady. It's caught. Beckham. And this defense rallies, and they stop him short of the 1st down right near the 24. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Hollywood Marquise Brown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Falcons' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point try good by Guerrero. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Second and 9 now from the 21. Play action. Now Trubisky. That'll be caught. It's caught. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 42 yards. Tough to imagine any team wanting to give a player like this up in a trade, but I know they're happy to have it.
It is amazing, isn't it? But we have seen big-time guys change teams. Jimmy Graham, Brandon Marshall, and their new teams are really excited to have them because they provide big-time targets.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, at that rate, picking up 3 yards a carry, you and I both know that doesn't cut it in this league and trying to get first downs unless you're playing 4 down football. Then that's a whole different situation. But I think that's what they're trying to do here. 3rd and 4, though, is still manageable.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. Now Trubisky to throw.
He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints.
Cooper Kupp
From 21 yards away.
And the Saints have moved out in front. Well, on that connection, it looked like they maybe had some pre-play communication. Maybe one of them noticed an area that was open in the defense to get the pass to.
When you put the time in, sometimes you have that great silent communication that you just noticed right there because the best quarterback-receiver combos in the NFL, they know how to make those adjustments at the line of scrimmage when they see something pre-play, and they got it done there.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Carlson now to kick this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
Partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now Brady. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. On fourth down, on is Logan Cook to punt. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished.
And that's how you start a drive, because you know they have this play in their back pocket, waiting for the right time to unleash it. And boy, did they pick the right opportunity. Unleashed it big time, and that was also a big-time throw.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
And that throw, amazingly, well over 70 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. Wow.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Cooper Kupp,
already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Saints have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, it's only week 1, CD, but right now this offense, they look in mid-season form.
And what we're seeing is the benefits of all their dedication in the offseason. OTAs, mini camps, preseason, you name it, they did it. All that work and preparation, we're seeing them play really well right now. They're making it all pay off.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted.
Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. And, Charles, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you try and force plays, right? You try to get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. But they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Off the play fake. Here's Trubisky. Going up top for Kupp. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints.
Cooper Kupp
on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Saints are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
This one fielded at the 5. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They go play action with Trubisky.
Across the formation, he hits Austin.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend.
This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10.
Here's Trubisky to throw. That'll be caught by Kupp.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
On 2nd and 7, Trubisky. He'll let it fly for Austin. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Calvin Austin
with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Saints take a 3-touchdown lead.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Brady. Got him in. It's Brown. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. On first down, Brady. And that is caught downfield by Beckham. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Brady now on first down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
He's put up numbers in this one by pushing the envelope a bit whenever he could with deeper throws. But let's play a little philosophy here. Some plays it works. Sometimes they're ready for you. And that time, they were on guard. Incomplete.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Here's Brady to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is taken just shy of the 10. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles. And
he's got a man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 59 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Cooper Kupp from 21 yards away. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Falcons 14. Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
They'll send Brown in motion right.
Cover!
Throwing on first down is Brady. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Go Bandit!
They'll look to throw here. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
The throw on 2nd down by Brady is incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Go Bandit!
They'll go for it. It's Brady. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Saints will have the football back. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much... And he's got it! What a catch on the sideline. A big-time play there for New Orleans. And even 40 yards.
The dynamic duo is doing damage in this one, and they've certainly been on point throughout. and they hook up again for another big play.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Off the option, here's McCaffrey. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. On 3rd down, Trubisky. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
Hey, work.
2nd down and goal. Trubisky. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop it. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. McCaffrey. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. And 3 yards on the carry there as his defense holds strong and takes it to 4th and goal. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So tack on 3 more, though this, it's just a rare drive where they did not find the end zone.
Yeah, you're right about that, partner, but at this point, I don't think you're too concerned about that. You just want to possess the football for a while and drain the clock. If you can get 3 out of it, that's great, too.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Throwing now is Brady. He's got McBride here over the middle. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Dancing to his left. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Brady. And it'll be intercepted. picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Saints are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal.
Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Well, they tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. It got his man complete. Room here to run.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
I know it's tough to make tackles in the open field, but that one hurts because he got a little bit extra after the missed tackle.
Receivers are coached so well. They have to break at least one tackle after the catch. He did that on that play.
And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
And right side, Henry's got it.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. That's really good for them.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Mitchell Trubisky, a 12-yard touchdown run.
And the Saints are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Daniel Carlson set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week one because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Brady.
He'll get this to Hamler over the middle.
It'll go down as a gain of 6. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
72. Full 50. Hey.
Here's Brady. And they finally get to him as he's taken down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy.
Rip. 53 Linda.
Now Brady got to have this one. That's to his running back, complete.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
Shotgun now for Brady. He's going to let it fly.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
Hey, check it. Regular.
Again, it's Brady. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Saints are going to take possession here at their own 33. CD, this defense, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. Looky here, Trubisky wants to throw it. He's airing it out for Williams. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Marco Wilson. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Gano the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. From the 10. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late 4th quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored in abundance already. Let's find out how they want to finish this ball game.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Play action. Now Trubisky. He's got a man complete. And he'll be forced out of bounds on the other side of the field. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 45 yards.
In a spot where most offenses would just be trying to get to the finish line and close this game out, they're still looking for points here in the final minute of this game. I think bonuses could be gained and attained with maybe more points.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Oh, Trubisky going to throw. Staying on his feet. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in Week 1, and to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the Saints, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they will head home next week to take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they go down to defeat